Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just an update here on Tesla. I've done a couple videos on Tesla. I haven't looked at this one for a while. See, it was having a good day, so I thought it was time for an update. Here's kind of what it's done over the last 3 months. Was up to 880 back in January, and then went down along with everything else. Around about the March 4th, 5th, and March 8th time. So you could have got it at 563, which is funny, which is actually my cost basis. But since then, it's kind of had a nice run up, 5% in the last month, 8, almost 9% in the last week, and today it's just been kind of up and down all over the place. I have 2 in a partial share here. I think I had some cash left over and it had dipped, so I was like, what the heck, I'll just throw it at Tesla, so I think that's what I did. But found in 2003, $679 billion market cap. Not the greatest of ratings at 29%, and if you want to see when I bought mine, looks like the full share back in December 9th, and partial shares here in and looks like it did a partial share back in July, and then it split, so unfortunately I didn't have any full shares at that time. And one at 490 back in September, and then so you can see what it went up here in 3 months from 490 to 638. But this one's volatile. It's not for everybody. I'm a long-term holder of it. I just purchase it when I can and don't touch it, and sell it someday. It's at least a 2, 5, probably more like a 10-year play for me. So hopefully it'll go back up and split again, and that's what I'm hoping for. So this is just dated here today. Tesla's Gigafactory Berlin construction continues with new preliminary permits. And as you can see, this is just dated today, and that's a pretty cool looking building there. I don't know if that's glass, but that's pretty interesting on the front side of it. But currently with 2 new factories to pump out more all-electric vehicles, the Gigafactory Texas and Berlin. The factory will start production with the Model Y, followed by the Model 3, and then other vehicles to follow. And so Elon's wanting to turn out as many cars as possible and be the top EV maker. On the 13th of April, Tesla received the 12 pre-approval permit, which allows the company to lay pipes for sewage, rainwater, and power lines. The permit says Tesla must comply with special design and material quality requirements for pipes. Will be installed for a drinking water protection zone. The pipelines will be installed by a qualified specialist company. So always growing, and be interesting to see where they build the next factory at. That I haven't heard. So could Tesla's vehicle deliveries soar 85% this year? And again, this is just stated here today. Was up against some significant headwinds last year. Not only did the automaker face through a year ago the comparisons when the Model 3 deliveries led to 50% growth in vehicle deliveries, but it also had to pause manufacturing in the spring of 2020. And I'm sure you all know why, because of the lovely pandemic. And though Tesla's 2020 performance was impressive, it might look modest in comparison to the automaker's 2021 sales. The current consensus estimate the deliveries this year are 850,000 units, up from 500,000 in 2020. And the analyst forecast calls for 929,000 deliveries this year, which could mark the growth of more than 85% year over year. So soon be to the million mark. Going into 2020, Tesla had installed tooling at its factories for an annualized production capacity of 640,000 units. Tesla installed annualized production capacity had reached 1.05 million vehicles. And so, like I said, I'm long-term on Tesla. I just started buying it. I always drug my feet with it since it was so up and down, and then I thought, well, it keeps going up, and I see the long term, and then I started hearing about the solar and the other projects that they're into, and the solar is kind of what got me into it a little bit more than just being a car automaker, and they're just kind of into everything, so that's what made me started investing into them, but I need to start buying more. I've just been diversifying into some other things, but this year it might change. So we already know Tesla kicked off the year strong first quarter deliveries as it announced its quarterly deliveries ahead of earnings report. They delivered approximately 185,000 vehicles, up 109% year over year. However, other information in the earnings report should still be helpful to investors when assessing the company's growth potential. And I've been seeing a lot of ads on YouTube in regards to solar, and then they peel the paper or the cover off of it or whatever you want to say, and it says Tesla underneath. So they're really starting to promote the solar part of it in regards to running your homes on solar. Tesla stock rises Thursday, still underperforms market, and this is just an hour ago. Shares of Tesla inched 0.90 higher to 738.85 Thursday on what proved to be an all-around great trading session for the stock market, with the NASDAQ Composite rising 1.31%. And feel free to pause and go over the rest there for yourself. But the stock outperformed some of its competitors Thursday, such as Toyota, General Motors. I don't have any of Toyota yet. I do General Motors. It's really grown a lot this year. I think my cost basis on that is 35. Could have been 30, but I didn't buy any more in dollar cost average down. I probably should have now, but didn't know it was going to run up this much. But Honda Motor Company, I don't have any of Honda, and I do have some of Ford. So, and as of to my knowledge, they have not kicked in the dividend back in yet. So if they have, you can correct me in the comments. Over here to Reddit, trying to time a Tesla trade. Good luck with that one. So that's why I don't trade it. I suppose you could try trading it and see if you can make some money, because it does have some pretty big swings, and if it goes down, I guess just hold it. So if you listen to Ricky Gutierrez, I think that's how you say his last name. I can't remember his channel name. He trades Tesla a lot, so I've listened to him a couple times on Tesla. 416, 700 puts destroyed. So he had a $700 put, and what was it right now? 730, 737. Yep. Sorry, you lost some money there. So over here to StockTwits. See if we can find any other information. Strong correlation between Tesla and so yes, they did buy Bitcoin, and so that's rather interesting. By grace through faith. That's a nice name. Sorry, I think my screen locked up here for a moment. Downloading a video, but here's the Texas Gigafactory a second. Like I said, if you have a Tesla, go ahead and leave it in the comments along with your cost basis. That would be interesting to know. And any further information you have on Tesla. 780 tomorrow, so maybe we'll see another run on it. Next 2 days should be green. After a weekend. Diamond. Let's go Bulls. Usually always find some good information here on stock twits, but you never know what they're going to say, so I probably should pre-screen some of this, but it's fun just to kind of jump into some of it as well, so makes me realize how much I hate people. I've said that a time or two. It's Brett's, I think, some of the worst out in people, but squeezing the shorts. Banning cars starting in 2030. Oh, Washington. I knew California was, but I'm sure there's going to be more and more states banning gas cars starting in 2030, which sounds like a ways off, but it's actually not. So again, another reason why I'm long-term on Tesla. And they show it as a hold here on tip rank, $700, high of 12, which we can see. You're never going to see that low again. If it did, everybody would be buying it, and average of 700. But that's all that I have on Tesla. Looks like the market just closed, and 737.91. I have some more of this one in my retirement account. I think my cost basis is 450 or 500. I'd have to check it again. Like I said, I don't watch this one. I watched it for so long and never did buy it, and now that I bought it, I don't watch it. So watch enough other stocks that go up and down to make me mad, so I don't need to watch Tesla on top of it. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing. That would really help out the channel, and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is Jay Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.